Hello and welcome to episode 52 of Daryl Show Your Work. And this should be a relatively short video as long as my virtual environment works well with me today. So what I will be covering in this episode is an OWASP Z attack proxy web application scanner, which that is long for a ZAP scan, and I'm going to be doing two variations of this. So to give a high level overview of exactly what a ZAP scanner is, it's an open source security tool that scans web applications for vulnerabilities through automated and manual methods. So it works as a proxy to intercept, display, and modify requests between the browser and the application. And it performs both passive scanning, so think in terms of analyzing traffic without sending attacks, and active scanning. So think in terms of simulating real world attacks, such as cross-site scripting attacks, also like cross-site request a forgery type of attacks. All right, so that's what's going on in the back end as we're as I'm going to be scanning these targets. So the first thing that I'll need to do is I'm gonna open up. Not gonna be using it immediately, but I'm just gonna open it up to save us some time. The OWASP ZAP scanners right here. This lightning bolt symbol. Okay, there we go. So this time where we are all on the Windows machine, not using Linux this time around. All right, so give that some time to load up. And similar to when we were using Burp Suite, I'm going to have to set up my local proxy settings here to make sure that everything works correctly. I'll just hit exit that, and I'm gonna say no, leave it on no, and hit start. Okay, so we're gonna leave it there for the moment. All right, and so to be able to adjust my proxy settings here, I'm going to go to the start button here, which is the Windows icon. And I'm gonna scroll down to settings. Nope, keep passing it. There we go. Okay. All right. So within settings, I'm going to go to network and internet. I'm going to move over here to the proxy settings on the left. And all right, so I'm going to set it on manual proxy setup. I'm going to set it on, and then I'm going to specify the address that we're going to be aiming our scan at today. All right, so that address is going to be where we're going to put in the host name here. Yeah, so no, this isn't. I'm sorry. No, this is. Yeah, no, this is the proxy we're using. It's not necessarily the target. My mistake for saying that. All right, then the port that we're going to have it. We're going to be using is 8080. So I'm going to save that. All right, let's exit out of that. All right. Now that we got that all established, let's make sure that we can, now that I have my proxy settings set up, I need to be able to test to see if I can indeed access our target. Let's click OK to that. All right. All right, so I'm going to type in, make sure I can get to my target is available. And our target is going to be a website. All right, so you know what? That's almost correct. So I just need to edit this last part here to 37, and then I need to get rid of this S here since it's on port 80. All right, let's see. Let's get rid of that. All right, looks like we're there. So I just need to go to advanced, and then yeah, I'll assume the risk. So clicking on this link here. All right, so we're in. All right. So it looks like that this is a web server that we're aiming at. All right. So I can see now that I can indeed access that. All right. So now that I've confirmed that, all right, let's go to OWASP, the ZAP scanner here. All right. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to click on automated scan. All right. Then I need to specify our target again, which is 192, 168, 137. All right. And then let's see for this, I should be leaving everything else the same. All right. So I'm just going to click attack here. And so I'm going to let it run just for um just for a few seconds here because I wanted to generate some results for us. But if I let it run, it's probably going to take like 30 minutes in order for it to completely finish, scanning the website. And which, I don't want to sit here for 30 minutes just, watching a scan. So I'm going to move over here to alerts because we are getting some feedback here. If you notice the bottom here. All right, so let's go to alerts to see what some of our scan results are. And we can see that we have a variation of 6 different results. So just to read off what some of the results here are. So it's already found 19 instances of X-frame option headers not being set, and then it found 12 instances of the absence of anti cross-site request forgery tokens not being present, and then it's found and the presence of private IP disclosure. So that's the internal IP that's on the back end behind this website, which is not good. Um, and then let me expand this a little bit. So hold on, give me a second. There we go. All right. All right, then we have 26 instances of server leaks information via X powered by HTTP response header fields. Then we have X content type option headers are missing, 29 instances of that. And then we have 7 instances of time stamp disclosure. And this is kind of the alerts are set up similar to some of the other scans that we've seen, such as OpenBots and Nessus. It's set up as far as highest priority to like lowest priority as far as the type of vulnerabilities that needs to be addressed. All right, so again, not going to sit here and watch this finish going, but notice that. But I just wanted to show a few of those alerts here, and then move on. All right, so the next type of scan that I'm going to be conducting is called an ajax scanner scan with an HTML unit. So that sounded like cyber security needs to you. Don't worry, I'm going to explain what some of that means. So what an Ajax spider is, it's a specialized crawling tool designed to explore modern web applications that heavily rely on JavaScript and asynchronous JavaScript and XML. That's what Ajax is uh, long for, and they use it to dynamically load content and create interactive elements. So unlike traditional spiders, because I don't know if you notice here with this option, traditional spider. Unlike with traditional spiders, which primarily analyzes static HTML, the Ajax spider, it launches a real or headless browser and interacts with the applications by clicking on links, filling out forms, and observing changes in the document object model to discover new pages and resources. All right, so So it's not just simply looking at the HTML code. It's actually this is actually going to be interacting with the with the web domain, the different links on it, things like that, to be checking for different vulnerabilities. So it's a more thorough type of type of scan, but specifically that target has to be running an instance of Ajax in order for this to work efficiently. Um, so what I also said Ajax spider scan with HTML unit. So what an HTML unit is, it's a headless browser for Java applications. So it provides a way to interact with web pages programmatically without a graphical user interface. So it doesn't necessarily need a GUI in order for it to interact with the web pages that we're targeting. And again, um, it targets Java applications. So we're going to need a target that both kind of falls into that category of having Ajax and using Java. So fortunately, I do. So I'm going to go to I'm going to move up a directory here to a WP directory. All right. So I'm going to stop our current scan, and I'm going to go back here. I'm going to choose automated scan again. All right, so I've already entered in the URL to our attack, which is just me adding a new directory, which is WP. All right, so I'm going to uncheck spider, a traditional spider, excuse me, because we've already done a traditional spider where we just simply looked at the HTML, and I'm going to choose that Ajax spider, and I want to tell it to look to use, excuse me, to use HTML unit. All right. So everything should be good to go there. And I'm going to click attack. All right. And you can see here where it specifies the type of scan that I'm doing. So I'm giving it a few seconds so we could generate some alerts. And you can see here where it's giving us the return code. So we have some return codes at 301, a lot of 200s, okays. But we have a 403 forbidden. So you can see where it's accessing the different links, like I stated earlier. It clicks on those links and it's seeing what type of response code that it gets back. All right, so now it's been a few seconds. Let's look at some alerts here, and we can see that this X frame option header not being set. There's 20 instances of that, so that's still there. So it's looking like, just looking at this this list of alerts, it seems like it's finding the same type of alerts. It's just a variation of how many instances of it that it's finding. But I just wanted to explain what the difference is between running a traditional spider scan and then an Ajax spider scan. It's just all about the um, the um, the way the site is pretty much the design choice of the site. And the reason and the thing that made the WP domain vulnerable is because it's actually, the WP is short for WordPress, and WordPress uses Ajax, so it makes it an ideal target for this sort of scan. All right. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much the gist of what I wanted to show. So to give a high level summary of what was done here, so I configured an OWASP a ZAP scanner, um, uh, and for the as a proxy for our device here. I also performed an OWASP ZAP automated scan of a target IP, in this instance for appears to be a web server. And then I also performed a OWASP ZAP Ajax spider scan with HTML unit um, um, uh, um, of the WP domain, which was a WordPress site. So it looks like something different happened here. Let me see if it found. So no, it didn't find anything different. Just saw it. Just saw it. Something looked like it changed there. But anyway, please like, subscribe, and share. Most importantly, show your work. And until next time, take care of yourself and God bless.